What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Fitment Industries Garage, and we are here today with another episode of What Wheels Fit, where we go over all different types of wheel, tire, and suspension setups for different vehicles to help you out in your journey to find a new setup for your car. I'm Gels from Fitment Industries, and today we're going to be going over and diving in to the 6th generation of the Volkswagen Jetta. Now, before we go ahead and get right into it, don't forget to subscribe, of course, if you haven't already, and we're going to be uploading more and more here with a few different series that you're not going to want to miss. We've got some new faces, some new videos. Go on and check them out. And of course, once you're done with this video and you know what wheels fit your Jetta, don't forget to hit us up over at fitmentindustries.com afterwards to check out all the different wheel, tire, and suspensions options that we have for those cars. Anyway, the 6th generation of the Jetta, also known as the A6 Jetta, is a widely popular generation of this car as it became just a little more affordable and of course better looking than the generation before it. And I'm not talking about the 4th gen because those are still dope. But the 6th generation offered a family-friendly sedan that looked good, was offered with a turbocharger to make you still feel like a cool kid, and was just all around another practical Volkswagen that could look damn good lowered on some wheels. And we see an absolute ton of them get uploaded to the gallery. So we're going to go ahead and dive into some different fitments and wheel, tire, suspension setups to show you firsthand what fits these cars. First up, we're going to go over some cars that are running what we like to call a good daily setup. Something for those of you who daily drive your car but want to make it your own and just throw a little bit of aftermarket goodies at it. So these first few cars we are going to go over will not require any fender rolling or cause any rubbing issues or anything like that. So first up, we have a 2017 with some Koenig oversteers with a size of 18x8 plus 45 and a 225/40 Continental tire. This car is lowered on some H&R lowering springs, and of course no trimming or fender rolling, like I said, is needed to get these to fit. Now this is a great entry-level setup for these cars as it does drastically change the look without breaking the bank. Next up, we have this white 2017 with some MRR VP7s, 18x8.5, going up at the width just a little bit with a plus 45 offset. Now these are wrapped in some Federal 595 tires, 225/35, and then sitting on some BC racing coils. And then to close out this first category, we have this gray 2017 with some Aodhan DS02s, 18x8.5 plus 35, so dropping down that offset just a little bit, going down to the tire just a bit too, 215/40, and then sitting on some coilovers as well. Still, no rubbing issues here at all, just a little bit of tire stretch to add to get everything to tuck in nice and neat. The next category we're going to go over is going to start to get a little more aggressive with both width and offset. Now, some of these cars, if not most of them, will have their fenders rolled at the very minimum to make sure that the wheels are going to fit. We will also see these cars start to get lower, whether that be on coilovers or air suspension, as that is a very popular choice for these cars, as pretty much any other Volkswagen as well. That being said, our first car of this category is a 2015, and yes, it is on air suspension. It is sitting on some Rotiform BLQs, 19x8.5 plus 35 with some Nexen tires, 235/35, and then, like I said, on air suspension. Now, even though this is a very similar fitment to what we just went over, it is a popular width and offset, and typically we see the diameter dance right in between 18 and 19 inches. So if you're looking for a tucked setup on air, there you go. Next up, we have more of a flush or fender to lip fitment with this 2015 on some J&C 014. So this is an 18x9 plus 32 with a 215/40 tire, and then again sitting on airlift performance. This car ties everything together pretty nice. And then to close out this category, we're going to end with this 2015 with 3STM 0.04 18x9.5 plus 40. However, the owner is running a 5mm spacer all around, so giving an effective offset of about plus 35. With a 215/40 tire, this setup is what we're going to get. And then to wrap up the day, we always like to end with some of the craziest setups that we see in the gallery, and the Jettas did not disappoint. So if you're looking to go crazy fitment with your Jetta with some wide wheels, get low on some air, here you go. Just keep in mind that this is not an easy thing to pull off, and there are an extensive amount of modifications that need to be done to make these types of setup work. So first, we have a 2016 with some Ronald LXs, 18x10 plus 17 all around. Now somehow managing to stretch a 215/35 on those 10 wides, and then of course sitting on some airlift performance. Followed by this 2017 with some BBS wheels. On this, we have some BBS RSs, 18x10.5 plus 15 all around with a 215/40 tire, sitting on air. The downsized faces on this car give it a really aggressive appearance with the massive lips, as you can see, and a pretty good amount of camber. And then to close out the day, we're gonna end with this 2017 with an absolutely impressive staggered setup, 18 by 10 plus 17 in the front with an 18 by 11 plus 12 in the rear with a 215/35 and a 235/35. And even though you would think this car is on air for being that low, it's actually not. It's on coilovers. Don't ask me how, because I just don't know. You guys out there who are able to like drive this kind of stuff around, props to you, man, because I can't do it. So there you have some solid examples, firsthand, real world examples of what people are running out there on their 6th generation Volkswagen Jetta. So hopefully this helped you guys out in your hunt to find your next wheel tire or suspension setup for your car. And of course, like I said, don't forget to hit up fitmentindustries.com. And while you're over there, maybe you didn't see exactly what you're looking for, feel free to check out the gallery for yourself. We have over like 700 Volkswagen Jetta sitting in the gallery right now with all the fitment specs just like we listed off here. So go check it out, fitmentindustries.com. We'll see you later. Peace.